I play War Machine and Rhodey. Hi, I'm Adrian Petru, and I play Tony Stark in Iron Man.
Hi, I'm Christy Marston. I play Winston and Madam Max.
I'm Kathy Westlick, and I play Secret Agent Abigail Rand.
And I'm Alex Aaron, and I play Dr. Peter Carlo, Shield Agent.
Agent of Shield.
So ask us questions.
Yeah.
So what's actually going on in this panel? We weren't exactly sure.
This is Iron Man.
This is it. You just chat, we chat. No revelations.
What's happening next week?
What's that?
What's happening in next week's episode?
Don't ask us.
I will.
I don't know.
Who's seen the first season?
What have you heard the first season?
Heard the first season. Point well taken.
Do you guys have any questions about Iron Man?
What's happening next week?
Anything at all?
You can ask us other questions.
Here you go. Lady in the pink hair. Sorry, let's speak to me.
Do people recognize you on the street?
No.
No.
Not from Iron Man.
Your voice though.
No, I've never been recognized just anywhere. I do constantly introduce myself as Iron Man to other people.
If you wore costumes,
Is it good to pick up women? Hey.
It's fantastic.
I'm Iron Man.
I have an entire, this is actually isn't a joke, I just collect Iron Man t-shirts because of that.
I get recognized once in a while because I've done a few TV gigs and stuff, and it's kind of weird. People kind of, and then they're never quite sure where I'm from, and then I'm like, hi, how are
you're the
you?
guy in the supermarket.
That's right.
Cashier, right?
Yeah.
Any question?
Do you think you can play Iron Man better than Robert Downey Jr.?
Yes. Next question. No. I mean, we play such different Iron Man.
Ask Andrew to fly.
Was it? Can me fly?
Yes.
Maybe perhaps later. I found those shoes in the room, but no, I'm actually I'm a big fan of the films and kills it. So yeah.
Would you at least like to start with him then?
I would love to. I would absolutely love to. If we do like a flashback and see like a young Robert Downey, I can tie my hair. Are you putting this on YouTube? Because
That's right. Last time we were on YouTube.
that's right. So I would play the young you. I would play Eddie. I would sell you hot dogs in the next show.
Adrian, a question.
Yeah.
Maybe we play the young version of Tony Stark. I mean, obviously, Robert Downey Jr. is going to be older, well, middle-aged version, right?
That's right.
Yeah. So I mean, like, when you do the how old is the show? I don't even know how old she is in the show.
16.
Really?
Yep. 16 years old.
So we're beating up a 16-year-old.
Yeah. Every episode.
Yeah.
We're seeing
Abusing a minor.
That's true. That's true.
Don't get nutted.
What's that?
Don't get nutted.
Yeah.
I can save the world, but I can't vote.
Beer.
Or dry.
Yeah.
Or dry.
Or dry.
Yes, it's true. I've got a question up here. Patty here.
Do you want me to play Pepper?
No, Pepper's not here. She just had a baby.
Oh, okay. I had a question about her personality.
Oh. Well, I can
Yeah, we
tell
can
you
do our
that
best.
she's a lovely, bubbly
Who is it?
personality. And
Oh,
What's your question? What's your question, baby?
I know that. It's just that it seems really strange to see her as a young kid, bubbly and stuff like that, while her older self, like in movies and stuff, or in like different cartoons, she's more like serious and calm.
It's a good actor.
That's
a good actor.
She was in The Miracle Worker last year. My girlfriend.
Yes.
That's right. My girlfriend helped stage manage it, and yeah, I mean that was big time harsh role, and she was awesome. You know, I mean that's the thing. It's called range, my dear. She's in range.
Is that a pumpkin?
No, it's a Cinnabon.
Oh, it's from the back.
It's like a bump.
Looks like a pumpkin.
Hey, turn that around. It's freaking me out, man.
When you go shopping and it's like summer, but they have fall stuff.
Yeah.
But that's not really good because I think of October. I want pumpkins and it's still summer.
There's a lady in front here. She's got a question.
Okay. I have kind of a long question. Anyway, I'm from the States. This is
was actually my first anime character. How do y'all get started?
How do we get started is the question.
Go down the line. I kind of started in voiceover from film and TV. I've been in film and TV acting for about 14 years and have been doing that. And one of the projects I did on the side of doing film and TV is movie what's called Walla. And what Walla is on television shows and on movies, background performers don't talk, only the main actors talk. So, for example, if you're shooting a scene in a restaurant, the only people talking in the restaurant are the two main actors or three main actors. All the other background performers are miming words. So when they edit the movie together, the show together, and they start to mix the sound in, what they do is they bring in 5 or 6 actors, and then 5 or 6 actors then do what's called a wall of sound, where they put all the hubbub and the ruach into filling all the background performers on. So I did that for about 10 years, and a lot of the guys I worked with are Al Strable and Ryan Dobson and Max Burley. They were constantly saying, you should do voiceover, you should do voiceover. And I said, I don't do voices, I'm not the guy because they're I don't do that. I'm like, no, you can do it. My very first voiceover audition was for Lily, for Iron Man, and you know, my exact voices, I don't change it in any way, shape, or form. Apparently I sound like a 16-year-old, even though I'm 39. So. It's a very sobering realization. So that's how I got into it. And from Iron Man, it's opened up some doors to some other things.
Yeah, go ahead.
Cool, yeah, so I started, I was always like, as a kid, a huge fan of animation and cartoons and comic books. I was a huge fan of the 90s X-Men series. Yeah, I'm sure you guys are. Batman series too. And I always knew that was something I sort of wanted to do, I just didn't know how that would come about. I started in theater when I was about 8 years old, and then eventually I got a film and TV agent, and finally I sort of decided, you know what, I want to give voiceovers a shot. So I started, about 10 years ago, I started doing commercial work, radio ads and things like that, and so I did that for a couple of years and got the kind of feel of it, and finally I just kind of got the courage to say, you know what, I want to try some animation. So I got a demo together, recorded a demo, got it out there, and then had a few auditions and what have you. And then my first animated project was a Marvel project called The Next Avengers, where I voiced the young Hawkeye. And that opened some doors. And then when it came to casting Iron Man, I guess they, you know, I worked with Marvel and they knew my voice and they knew what I could do, and so I auditioned, and then there you go.
That is the same height as Tony in the cartoon, so that
That's
Leech over, everyone. Leech over. Leech over.
Hey, everybody, not me again.
He gets around it.
I know.
Nice. I got my start in musical theater. Did that for a couple of years. Fell into doing film and TV. Did different TV feature films around town. Fell into doing voiceover. Didn't even have a demo reel. Went in for an audition for an ER series for Gundam. Booked it. The rest was history. Just kind of got rolling into the next project. So I had absolutely no experience. Didn't even know how to do ADR. Didn't know what the beeps meant, but I just figured it out as I went.
I was the Asian I started actually when I was working at CBC in Vancouver. I was associate producer for a radio show, and the host of the show said, "You have really good voice. Have you ever thought about doing a voiceover?" And I said, "Voice what?" I didn't know what the heck they were talking about. And he said, "Yeah, you should come on and do some commercials with us and do some cartoons." And because I used to play around a lot at work, I remember that. And I made a demo at one of the radio stations and thought it was just going to be fun hobby. And then started getting my big shot at a show we did, a one show called Kissy Fur. I played a goose, Kissy Fur, and it was unfortunately the original show was in LA, and they wanted us to match voices in Canada, which was so cool. That was the first one, and of course, time of mine, I did some television acting, and I got to do other voice for games, and some casting and directing for that as well, and then it just took off, and people don't know about all that now. that was one of the first anime shows that I did. That's that.
I want to just turn the mic off and use my voice because that feed
That's
killing me. I actually got started in voiceover. I guess acting sort of all happened around the same time professionally. I actually went to UBC here, did the acting program, and graduated. As shocking as that seems to myself, I would always drop out of classes and stuff, and then concentrate on the acting. And then I came back and did an extra year and took all the required courses and did all that stuff, and then went in professionally acting. So 1999, I think I did the Roswell Conspiracies, like Daniel. I think it was one of your first auditions, you said, right? For this Iron Man?
My first one.
Yeah, my first one was for the Roswell Conspiracies, and I got the lead. And it was Nick Logan, Bounty Hunter. I don't know if any of you guys have been familiar with it, but it was like a Men in Black meets sort of the X-Files, or monsters of legend are actually aliens. So vampires, banshees, werewolves are actually aliens, and we kind of controlled them like Men in Black or monitored them. Anyway, did that, and then started working TV and film too. I've done a lot more TV film work. I started concentrating on it more than the voiceover stuff. And luckily I just started working and doing that, and now I'm getting, last few years I'm getting more back into the voiceover as well, and did a little bit of Iron Man, and I did Gundam 00. I played Lyle DeLandy on Gundam 00, and Lock-on Stratos for like 40, 50 episodes, whatever it was. So yeah, I've been doing it for off and on for about 10, 12 years. There you go. Nice. Please go.
Hey. I came in late, so this is how we got started?
Yeah.
Well, I was doing stand-up comedy for about 15 years. I was living in Kelowna. I was impersonating people since I was a kid, and when I moved to Vancouver, because there's not a lot of cartoons being made in Kelowna, I find. Not so much, really. Yeah.
Just the one on Ogopogo.
Just the Ogopogo one, exactly. So I came here and I started doing stand-up, and hated it because it's cutthroat, and I didn't like being the 15 minutes in the thing, and didn't pay very much, and I went to the Union of BC Performers and I said, "Hi, I'm Lee Toker, I'm from Kelowna, I'm your next voice coach." And they didn't have a voice coach then for how to get into animation. And I had a class itinerary already written, because I had written for stage. I had a BC player competition, blah, blah, blah. And so I was doing that for a little while, and I started to get some gigs. I was Ripster on Street Sharks, and that was my first gig. And it was like, "What have you done with our dad?" And stuff like that, and Jawsome. And yeah, and you guys remember it. Unbelievable, holy cow. And then I got a couple more roles, and I started getting so many roles, I had no time to coach anymore. And I did, and now I've been the voice of George of the Jungle. I play George, which is me, but a little dumber. And I got the voice of Bibble in Fairytopia, like, and she was, and in anime, I've only just started getting it, but I was in Mega Man, I was Higsby. And I was the crazy Higsby who was always freaking out.